2017 was such a brilliant year for me when it came to hiking and finding fulfillment. So I wanted to go back on some of the best moments I experienced. It's fair to say my hiking season started pretty late. In July, I convinced Mario to join me on a trip to the Isle of Bute for my first long-distance hike. I fell in love, but that was quite short-lived, as unfortunately I torn some ligaments in my ankle, which meant I was out of action until September. When I finally felt up for another big hike, I set off to thru-hike the West Highland Way. Taking on this adventure solo was such an amazing experience which I'll never forget. Crossing Rannoch Moor Lawn and seeing the Burke Hill at the end of my first 20 miles day was nothing short of amazing. Catching sight of Ben Nevis wasn't bad either.
Fort William. Oh, I want to cry, I'm so happy. And I think this is Ben Nevis for sure.
Completing the West Highland Way made me want to explore so much more of Scotland by foot. 10 years I'd been living in this country, and I was finally connecting with it on a completely different and meaningful level. Hiking the Rob Roy Way and the Great Glen Way were a good way to keep going through the shorter autumn days, though sometimes I did push it a bit too far.
I almost literally put my pants. The night was coming down and I just didn't know where I was. I had to cross a river. I had water up to my knees and I just felt really stupid right now.
The year ended on a high, quite literally, since I was privileged enough to hike on two of Mexico's highest volcanoes and for the first time reached 4,000 meters by foot.
Here we are at the foot of the Iztaccíhuatl.
Now that my confidence has grown and that I've learned a fair bit from the many mistakes I made last year and into this year, I'm really looking forward to getting better at hiking and experience new trails. There's a few things I hope to achieve by the end of this year, but those are the main two. First, I'd like to complete my first 1,000 kilometers of long trails, and then I'd love to hike the Speyside Way and the Southern Upland Way in order to have completed all 4 of the official Scottish long trails. And of course, I also plan on putting out loads more content on this channel, so thank you so much for your support so far, and I'm really looking forward to having you on my next adventures.